I didn't shave for 2 months in the summer, and I was doing this experiment with myself, and I didn't really share it with anyone else to the last minute. I was reading so many articles and watching these videos about, feminists who were talking about growing out their hair and, loving their body hair. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, if you really love your body, then, there's no reason to be ashamed by your body hair. So during the summer, I set a goal for myself. I was like, if I grow up my hair, don't shave it, and I'm going to go to the beach in a few weeks, how would I feel if I don't shave?
How do you feel when men, or anyone in general, objectifies you?
Well, okay, given my background, I'm Muslim, so we don't, also in just the Arab culture, it's just, the idea of, a man should always be better than you, and, I don't know, it always seemed wrong to me, because I always, I was so limited to, the stuff I could do, oh, don't do this because you're a little girl. My brother could go out longer than I can, and that's when I just kind of, got annoyed with it. People from the Arab culture, you see that boys are playing outside more than women, and boys do this, and women aren't allowed to do that, otherwise they'd be shamed for it.
The negative connotations of being a feminist for me is hard-headed. I'm always hard-headed. It seems that me being a feminist is something so bad to a male. Being a Filipino-American child with parents who were born in the Philippines, it's hard to, make your parents understand the difference between fighting for our rights as women and always, being defiant against their culture.
A year and a half ago, I was talking with my dad, and we were kind of discussing, and we were like, oh, there's a difference between a feminist and a, feminine. Someone being a very girly girl and someone being or standing up for women. And I was like, women should have rights. And he's like, yeah, but men have done much more and everything. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, I kind of stand for what I give. So that's when I discovered really when I was a feminist.
Are you a feminist?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Why aren't you a feminist? And for you, why don't you know that you're a feminist?
Because all that matters is that I'm alive and that's it. Well, I know I'm not a feminist because, I really don't understand it, and I really don't care about it. Doesn't make sense to me.
What does it mean to be a feminist?
I think it means that you strongly, believe in women's rights and you hate men. I don't know.
Okay.
Hating men, but things that you can't do.
Yeah,
a man is supposed to do it.
Okay. So, do you believe that there's a stereotype that feminists do hate men since you...
Yeah. I feel like that's what most people think. They hate men and that they're just trying to be victims or I don't know.
You see, I don't think anybody's a true feminist.
Why do you think there's a stereotype of feminists hating men?
Because they think that women are jealous of men because they kind of fought for their rights, but they don't know that women equally did as much hardship as men did.
Do you believe men can be feminists as well?
I don't think they can be a feminist, but I think they can support feminism. They can, if they have a feminist wife or girlfriend or friend, they can be like, yeah, I support you on this. I think we should all have the same rights. Specifically, feminism is fighting for women's rights. If it's for equal rights for all genders, I would be like, okay, men can fight too, but it's only specifically for women.
Can I still be a feminist if I don't shave? Or do or don't shave?
Yeah. There's say that or feminists are hairy and they don't really care about appearance, not appearance, but how guys portray them. So I guess shaving is supposed to be for guys, but I don't really think
Like,
problem.
if a woman walks with hairy legs.
What? Dude, I don't even shave. Okay, I do, but like, you know, you are more than welcome to do whatever you want to yourself. It doesn't define whether you want to be trans.
I went to the beach because I'm on armpit with not shaving. So I was like, okay, beach, I'm here. I don't think I benefited anything while growing my hair out. The only thing that I learned was that if I don't shave my armpits, they can grow really long, really fast. I didn't feel like, yes, I am a feminist, and this is what a feminist feels like when they don't shave. I feel more powerful. Like, I didn't feel like that. I felt like I feel the same way I did before. I just have more hair. If you're doing it only for yourself and you like the feeling of being smooth, then you should do whatever you want. I discovered myself as a feminist when I was in 10th grade. It was the time where I met a girl in my living environment class. And I was like surprised that there are women or girls who are like me who aren't actually ashamed of what they watch or what they do. And when I was in 7th, 8th, and 9th, my mom would see me quickly progress into something else. Like, she would see that I was being peer pressured to focus more about my outer beauty rather than my inner beauty, and that my inner beauty was being held and chained up by my outer beauty. As I started to get older, that's when I started to expose myself and, you know, research online about women and women equality, about literature, about women history, and knowing that there were so many feminists back then who were fighting the rights that I have now. I wish I knew feminists or understood the meaning of feminism back then. It was kind of like that moment where in Brother Bear, at the last scene, I think it was Kenai, he understood what his totem was, which is the bear of love. And there's like this huge scene where the light touches the sky and everything was this like huge, beautiful aurora lights like spinning around him, and he was covered in the lights and he was touched by the spirits. And I was like, wow, that's me. I'm Kenai. I understood what feminism is, and now I am like touched by this beauty of knowledge of what a feminist is and how grateful I am and how proud I am to be a feminist.